Money doesn't buy happiness. I've heard it, you've heard it, your mom's heard it, your mom's dog's heard it, everybody's heard the phrase. To this day, there's still differing answers to the question, and each argument has some good points. A lot of people need to ask themselves the question, do they even want money? Because a lot of people seem to want to be rich. And it could be for many reasons. They could fix the financial mess they're in, or they could achieve their goals quicker, or you may just want to be a person with a lot of money. A lot of people get trapped in materialism. They start to desire a lot of cool and expensive things, usually because a lot of people don't have it, which is understandable. Success is desirable. Most people want to succeed in some type of way. But the issue comes down to why you're getting it. If you're getting it just because it's expensive, then what's the point? On the other hand, there are justifiable reasons that things are expensive and that there are people who want those things. Cars, for example, get better and better in terms of quality and performance with the more money you spend. On a high performance car, you spend a lot of money. You spend a lot of money, you have to make a lot of money. Same thing with clothes. Higher quality materials and designs are usually for more expensive outfits. A lot of people seem to dismiss those and make fun of people who want those expensive things, usually because they don't care about it themselves. You're free to not like something, but don't make fun of somebody else because they like it. Sure, nobody needs a Ferrari, but that shouldn't stop them from wanting one. We don't need a lot of things. Just be glad that the choice is out there. There's a lot more nuance to things that you find basic, just like the things you find nuance in could be seen as basic to others. But at the same time, something being expensive shouldn't make it desirable. You should genuinely want it. Expensive things are nice, but you'll quickly come to learn that you don't actually care about that thing once you have it, because you never wanted it, at least for the right reasons. A lot of people tie their self-worth to how much money they have. That's a very destructive way to think. In a capitalistic society, you're taught that a big part of success is financial, in which for some people that is true, but for others it doesn't have to be. And too many people end up in terrible headspaces if they don't achieve that. You don't need a ton of money to be happy, especially if you don't really know what you want to begin with. Although if being wealthy is something that you just want for yourself, then more power to you. Social media has made a really negative impact on the idea of success. There are people on there who will tell you that you're nothing if you don't make 400 grand a minute, or don't work 23.99999989999 hours of your day. Do this with your money, do that with your money. And eventually they end up scamming you, which is funny. Not because they're scamming people, but there are people who give out the same advice they give for free. They try to generalize a human philosophy, which just doesn't work because when it comes to us, everything is nuanced to a certain degree. They're just telling you a bunch of crap so you can put them in the position they want to be, which is the same position they're trying to sell you. How can you sell the secrets to your own success? You can't. There are many influencers and figures on the internet that flex their wealth and brag about how much money they have, but you can't operate on the idea that just because somebody has something that you don't, that they're better than you. Sure, somebody's more financially capable, but that doesn't mean anything at the end of the day. The only people it should matter to are the ones who genuinely want what they have, but even then they're probably not worried about them in the first place. They're too busy trying to get there. I'm saying this as someone with not a lot of money. You don't need money to be happy. Too many people get trapped into the idea that you need a nice car and a cute partner and a nice house to really be happy in life, when you don't really need those things. Well, maybe a partner, but still, people see the nice clothes, the cool car, and the nice house. But that's the issue. You're not seeing how hard they have to work to maintain that lifestyle. You're not thinking about how backed up their schedule is. You're not thinking about the crucial things in their life they're lacking. You're not seeing any of the potential downsides to living that lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with wanting a lot of money, but you have to go into it with the understanding that there's a lot of responsibility. It doesn't cost as much to maintain a Camry as it does a 488. The life you live now is going to be significantly different the more money you have. You may think you want a lot of money, but you may not actually know. And at the end of the day, you don't need a ton of it to be seen as a valuable human being. You shouldn't let it define you or be your entire personality. It should just be a benefit of doing what you love. Success is determined on what personally fulfills you, not what others think should fulfill you. So, does money buy happiness? Well, that depends. What makes you happy? If success to you is buying your dream car, then yes, money can buy happiness. But if you just like baking cakes, then you don't need a huge kitchen or a multi-million-dollar bakery. You can have that stuff for sure. There's nothing wrong with wanting it. But if you truly just love baking cakes, then you should just keep it at that. Success follows passion, not the other way around. Though it does allow me to do your mom, so I guess it does make me happy.